Benetton could ensure that Italian representation continues in the Champions CupBenetton Rugby's players and staff are on standby for a possible home European Champions Cup playoff for the 20th and final place for next season. 6 Pro 14 teams have already secured their places and there will be a playoff for the 7th spot, unless Leinster win the Champions Cup. That would open up an 8th spot, bringing Benetton into contention. They could also make it if Gloucester and Pau qualify directly via the English and French League respectively. As things stand at the moment, however, the Champions Cup will go ahead next season without an Italian team for the first time in the history of the competition. Meanwhile, the Italian national squad's planned meet-up on the 21st of May in Calvisano to prepare for their summer tour is also now in doubt because of the complex Champions Cup qualification situation. Marius Goossens' Benetton side had a strong season in the Pro 14, winning 11 out of 21 games, including victories against Leinster and Scarlets, to finish 5th in the league's Conference B. Listen to Rugby Union Weekly with Springbok legend Brian Habana for the technicalities. There are 19 Champions Cup places decided by league position or cup achievements. 6 teams from the Premiership go through. The guaranteed teams are Exeter, Saracens, Wasps, Newcastle and Gloucester, Challenge Cup finalists. Sale and Leicester are playing for the final place. 7 Pro 14 teams go through. Glasgow, Munster, Cardiff, Leinster, Scarlets, Edinburgh. There is a playoff as it stands to decide the 7th between Ulster and Ospreys. From the French top 14 there are 6 spots. Montpellier, Racing 92, Toulouse and Toulon are guaranteed, but 2 spots are left, of which Pau could take one. There are 5 criteria to decide the final Champions Cup place. Champions Cup winner if not qualified, both finalists have qualified. Challenge Cup winner, finalists Cardiff have qualified. Gloucester have not guaranteed their place yet. Challenge Cup losing finalist, as above, Gloucester could lose but guarantee their spot in the league, thus leaving a place open to the winner of a playoff between the Challenge Cup losing semi-finalists. Newcastle are already qualified, which would give Pau the spot, although they could yet secure a spot via the league highest-ranked team from the League of the Champions Cup winner, so either Pro 14, Leinster, or Racing 92, Top 14, who, what, how and why for Benetton. Benetton will be looking to Leinster's success in the Champions Cup. Pro 14 sides already qualified for the Champions Cup are Glasgow, Munster, Cardiff, Leinster, Scarlets and Edinburgh. Ulster host the Ospreys on the weekend of 18 to 19 May in their playoff. If Leinster win the Champions Cup final against French top 14 side Racing 92, the 7th Pro 14 spot would go to Ulster automatically by virtue of their league position. That would lead to a playoff between Benetton and Welsh side Ospreys for the 8th Pro 14 place, again based on league position. The other lifeline for Benetton rests with Gloucester and Pau, who are in pole position to claim the final spot. They will go to the Cherry and Whites via their place in the Challenge Cup final if they fail to make the top 6 in the Premiership, as per the 3rd criteria above. But if Gloucester do qualify automatically through their league position, then Pau are next in line as losing Challenge Cup semi-finalists. However, the Pyrenees-Atlantiques-based side are still in with a shout of an automatic place through their top 14 league position. This presents Benetton with a second possible route into the tournament, should Leinster win the Champions Cup. Analysis. BBC Radio 5 Live Rugby Union reporter Chris Jonesy understands the Pro 14 have settled on a contingency which would see Benetton host Ospreys if the Pro 14 were to get 8 Champions Cup places. This remains a long shot, with Leinster needing to win the final, and Gloucester and Pau not guaranteed to finish in the top 6 in their respective leagues, but it would act as a rich reward for the Italians after a drastically improved campaign. Benetton would justifiably have home advantage given their superior points